Welcome to another InWheelTime podcast. This is your place for all things automotive, the award-winning InWheelTime car talk show today, coming to you from the Car Social at Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Just ahead, another guest from today's big event out here. Plus, Mars has This Week in Auto History. Jeff has the racing calendar, and I'll get you caught up on the stories making automotive news headlines. Howdy. Along with Mike out of this world, Mars, who's looking for...
He's just stepped out for a moment.
Yes, I see that. He's looking for a guest, and I'm sure that we'll have one here very shortly. We always need more Jeff Zekin.
Yep, always.
My partner in crime here. And over here, we happen to have David Ainsley.
Which is our main villain.
He is. He's a little cramped up this morning.
Yeah.
Too many donuts or something. I don't know.
know.
Some sort of an infection with something. Life, I think. Isn't that right, David?
That's right.
That's right. Well, you can't put your headset on and put a microphone up to your mouth? I know it's difficult for you.
And you got to lean in
because you see, he has so many radio stations that he deals with all the time. He never gets on the air, and he's a lovely human being. Well,
you shouldn't be drinking this early in the morning.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, there has been some drinking. Water. Keep those infections down.
That's because there was something consumed last night, I'm assuming.
At your
No, not
no,
me.
No, you?
No.
No, really?
No,
Did not.
No, we had to pass on our usual Friday night soiree,
Oh,
and which was fine. It is what it is. I don't know what else to say about that. But anyway, so Hyundai and Kia posted mixed U.S. sales in November. I don't think we're going to have him as a guest. Okay.
Is blown Camaro out there?
Yeah. Do you have a blown Camaro out there?
Yeah, excuse me.
Okay. Hyundai and Kia posted mixed U.S. sales in November with strong hybrid volume offset by another slump in electric vehicle demand following the end of federal tax credits in September. Sales fell 2.3% to 74,000 at Hyundai, but rose 2.7% to 72,000 at Kia, the companies reported. It was second consecutive monthly decline at Hyundai and fifth straight monthly gain for Kia. Both companies remain on pace to set annual U.S. sales records in 2025. Hyundai's three core crossovers, the Tucson, Santa Fe, and Palisade, each rose by double digits last month. That's significant.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
Retail car and light truck inventory stood at 2.29 million at the close of November, a jump of 12% for a year earlier.
Wow.
JD Power and Global Data said, and the days supply stood at 64, up in November, up 5 days from a year earlier.
So the inventory is holding at 64 days.
Yeah, it's a lot.
For the used.
New.
Okay, well, you had used in there as well. The used is up 12%. I'm sorry.
Among brands, stockpiles remain tightest at Toyota, Lexus, Hyundai, Honda, Infiniti, Subaru, Chevy, BMW, and Porsche. Cox Automotive said, though Toyota supplies now stand at 45 days, the brand's highest level of the year. 45 days is the high mark. Okay.
Yeah.
There's that.
Well, they actually, don't they discount them every month? Isn't it a 30-day run on their books, and then they have to discount it, or if they're wanting to?
I really don't understand all of that.
They still got to pay taxes on it, on the original investment. Even though they mark it down, they're still got to pay taxes on the high end. Interesting.
Listen, there are some things in the automotive industry that I don't fully understand. And the whole tax thing and what's on the lot and what's due, what's coming in, all of that, I don't get it. Do you?
No, well, there's somebody...
I'm not that deep into it when it comes to inventory. So, somebody what?
Sell them. I said there's probably somebody on the...
Probably the owner of the dealership.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's probably folks that are involved in that particular part of the dealership. You got your finance, you got your sales, and I'm sure they've got inventory as well. Parts. They're all segregated like that.
It's a complicated thing. Don't you agree?
It's like life.
It is. Yeah, and there are some manufacturers as well. Bollinger is one of them that they have. It's a startup manufacturer for EVs, and EVs aren't selling. So what do you do?
You discount it.
If nobody knows the product.
Yeah.
I remember when Rivian came out. John actually has had several of them here. Beautiful cars. Fit and finish is unbelievable.
And you see it more and more of them on the road, too.
You do, yes. And they're not cheap.
No.
They're very high end.
Yep.
And but where's the volume?
Yeah.
Like Tesla when they first started up. I mean, my God, they were sky high. And not only that, but the problem with trying to find a charger, gee whiz. And speaking of which, we're going to kind of divert for just a minute.
Sure.
So
There's a charger on the wall right there. Did you notice that?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I think there's water back there too, isn't there? And the charger. Anyway, I did want to mention that I had an EV, a new EV a week before last. And, they have changed the plug and standardized it to the Tesla plug. Okay. So go to a charging station, there's one right by my work. That particular one is a BP charging station. There's another one out in Sugar Land that is a Shell recharge station. They probably have 15 chargers out there, the big DC chargers. You go up there, spend 30 minutes doing nothing, waiting for the car to charge, and then you get 80% to charge. But it's better than the alternative. I did not have a home charger sent with this car.
Oh, boy.
So I couldn't plug it into my home. They gave me an adapter. So I could take it to a regular 110 volt job, plug in the adapter, which at the other end of it has the Tesla plug to plug into the car. Yeah. Try to find that. Try to find 110. Nope, can't do that. That would be from home. Try to find a Tesla charger that's not available. I went to a Tesla dealership thinking, what would you think of Tesla dealership? Hey,
Yes,
there's going to be a charging station there.
Or several.
Right. So there's one out there in Richmond, Texas.
Yeah, down 59 there.
Yep, right down there, just past 762. Yep, nice big Tesla dealership. Service center. They got probably a dozen chargers. Authorized personnel only. You can't charge it there. You have to go inside. You have to own a Tesla and then find a spot that's not using the charger. So when they service the car, they plug it in out there where everybody else. There's no charging for the public.
Let me tell you something. I went into that.
Was I ticked?
Yeah.
I was ticked.
I went into that service center, and there's nobody around. The doors are all locked on alleged showroom because you can't really buy it from there. Nice cars in there, but all the doors are locked. You got to go around through the service department, and they have to let you in to the back. Yeah, it's a goofy setup. It really, really is.
Well, I don't know anything about it, but
I've been there before.
So the bottom line is that this Kia has a Tesla charging plug. Okay, so everything has been set up for this car to use the Tesla plug. Couldn't find it. Just so happened that at the airport they had one.
Wow.
And there was somebody parked there. I had to track down that person, right? The next day, there were 2 cars from Florida parked in both of the charging stations. Guess what? The rental car company, Avis, morons, parked their 2 cars there. This is what you've got to deal with, this whole EV thing. And Buzz Smith, good luck, Buzz. Ain't happening for me.
Why
don't you put a headset on so we can all hear what you
while
say?
he's doing that, the hospital has chargers. They've got the charging stations at the hospital.
Well, that's what I need to do is just get real sick and go up to the
Oh,
hospital.
you just go there and have lunch.
Well, there's that.
You got a nice
Get a
cafeteria.
little surgery and get your car charged. So
Get a little probing.
did Avis, did they leave them there like overnight so they
I don't know.
consume these parking spaces?
Yep, that's all they
Wow.
did. They delivered the car to the FBO, which is a flight-based operations center there at the airport, and just left them in those 2 slots because the slots were open. What? okay, well, we're going to charge you $10 an hour for that.
They should. There
Yes.
should be some method for them to get
Not
in,
do
get
it.
out.
Exactly.
There's plenty of parking places. They were just too lazy to do anything about it.
Unbelievable.
Yes. Anyway,
Alrighty.
so that was my bitch session for this
That's
segment.
okay. That's all good.
What would you like to talk about? I know that we've got plenty here. Oh, I did want to mention. I did want to mention the fact that we have upcoming next weekend is Tailpipes and Tacos.
Yes,
It's
awesome.
going to be at the Loopy Tortilla out in Katy, and
Toy drive.
with the toy drive and a kids pedal car show.
Yes, that's gonna be cool.
Show with events that
Yep.
go along with it. So that's next weekend, and that's going to be from 8 to 11 out there at the Loopy Tortilla in Katy, which is right south of I-10
Right.
off of 99, the Grand Parkway. Also, a little bit later on, coming up, we're going to be doing the Automotive Show. That's the new car show.
End of January.
Houston Auto Show, yeah. January 28th through February 1st at NRG Center. And, it's always a good show, and we always have some great guests, and things are coming back for the Houston
Yeah.
Automotive Show.
Yeah, and thanks to Rochelle, because she's the one that's just an amazing, amazing event that she puts on.
Yes.
So if you got a truck, you got a trailer, you got a boat, you could wrap it all up. Just do a package deal. But they don't sell boats and cars there. The boats they do, the cars they don't.
Right. It's a place to go and shop.
Right.
I did want to mention the fact that the Houston Automotive Show, I think that BOGO deal is still going on. Ticket buyers can benefit from a BOGO deal, buy one, get one, saving them $20 this holiday special for the 5th year in a row. The Houston
It might have been
combined under
Thanksgiving
one roof.
special.
No, it leads all the way up to the actual automotive show itself. So keep that in mind if you're going to do tickets. Hey, make a great gift idea, stocking stuffer, whatever. So it's 2 for 1, really.
And they're not that expensive. They're not expensive at all, but the BOGO is a good idea. But you can still get online and buy them even if the BOGO's off. So they're still
They're
reasonably
cheap.
priced.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So that's all coming up, and we will be at both of those events. That would be the Loopy Tortilla,
Yep.
Tailpipes and Tacos event.
gonna
That's
be fun.
next weekend.
And it's going to be good weather.
Bring a toy.
Bring a toy. Unwrapped
Get
toy.
free tacos. There's going to be booze to buy.
Well, it's
you're
a
there.
restaurant. Yeah.
Yeah, but they have specials with the margaritas, and let's not forget the Bloody Marys.
Oh, yeah. We're going to forget
Very
those.
good Bloody
We're going to forget. I'm forgetting those already.
Yeah. So it's all of those. All right, well, why don't we take a break? And when we come back, we'll have This Week in Auto History, and we'll have the racing calendar and some more news headlines right here on the InWheelTime Car Talk Show.
The Tailpipes and Tacos Christmas Edition 2025 happens Saturday, December 13th from 8 to 11 a.m., and you'll want to be a part of it. Tailpipes and Tacos is the cruise-in everyone wants to attend, and the Christmas edition is extra special. Donate an unwrapped new toy and help yourself to a free Loopy Tortilla breakfast taco. There'll be adult beverages available for purchase too. And don't forget your ride. Just cruise in and you're automatically registered to compete for one of 3 famous Chili Pepper trophies: Best Hot Rod, Best Classic, and Best Modern Classic. Tailpipes and Tacos Christmas Edition will be held Saturday, December 13th, 8 to 11 a.m. at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex, located at 703 West Grand Parkway, just south of the Katy Freeway in Katy. Oh, and don't forget to bring the kids. There'll be special trophies and goodie bags for them too. It's the Tailpipes and Tacos Christmas Edition 25, Saturday, December 13th, 8 to 11 a.m. at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex at 703 West Grand Parkway in Katy. Bring a toy, get a free breakfast taco, and enjoy the camaraderie. InWheelTime will be there too. Apple or Android, InWheelTime podcast can be found everywhere, on the stream and through downloads. Whether you're on the road or at home and jonesing for a different kind of car talk show, give InWheelTime a try. Honest new car reviews, fun, informative interviews with real car people, weekly automotive news, features like Jeff's Car Culture and Mike's Driving Destinations, all on InWheelTime. Check us out on SiriusXM Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or while you're shopping on Amazon, through Amazon Music. InWheelTime.com has a list, and we know you love lists. Give InWheelTime a try.
Welcome back to the InWheelTime Car Talk Show. Hey, we invite you to join our live broadcast every Saturday, 10 to noon Central Time on InWheelTime.com, Facebook, and YouTube. We hope you'll check us out. If you miss us, you'll be able to connect with us through a podcast from your favorite podcast channel. Another remote special from Tailpipes and Tacos at Loopy Tortilla in Katy happens next Saturday at this time.
buddy.
So be sure and join us. Okay, time now for Jeff's racing calendar, sponsored by Texas Muscle Car Club Challenge.
There you go. Thank you for that. Well, you've got the what do we got today? Well, you got Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. It is in Abu Dhabi. It's a 58-lapper for Formula One, and they're going to be crowning their champion here pretty soon. So there's 3 drivers that are in contention. It's going to be a free-for-all on the track. And a racing note is that Cadillac is debuting their F1 livery, or their car, at the Super Bowl. There's going to be a Super Bowl commercial in February, and they're going to introduce the new hot rod that Cadillac's putting out in the Formula One racing circuit. So there you go.
Well, that's your thing.
It's big, yeah, it's big. Now I will follow F1 next year, so we're going to be more involved in it. You might see me in Germany at one of the races. Probably not. But we're going to be more involved in that for 26 because of the Cadillac guys.
Did you have just a second thought, or were some goofy drugs that you took or something?
Second thought.
Because we know your hatred for F1.
Well, it's not a hatred. It's just a dislike of the prima donnas and a strong dislike of the prima donnas.
It's
and
hatred.
Arrogance.
It's hatred.
It's
And
a
the
strong
arrogance.
dislike, not hatred.
It's a strong dislike. But I will be following the Cadillac. The rest of them can go fly a kite. Yeah. So there you go. But check out your local tracks.
You know, I have to rub you in the other.
Go ahead.
It's okay. Yeah.
Snowball. The Snowball Derby is coming up in it's in Tennessee, I believe. Nashville, Tennessee. I believe they're doing a Snowball Derby up there. I may have the city wrong, but it's coming up.
Isn't that a circle track race or something?
Yeah. Well, there's a bunch of other events involved in it, but they call it the Snowball Derby.
I'd like to go to one of those racetracks where they have the what do you call them? The ones that are on the ice.
Yeah, the ice racing. Yeah.
Ice racing.
It's like going to the races that we used to go with out in Northeast Houston, but they do it on ice instead of that. They've got boats with skis, with sails, and all that stuff. They race that. So it's very, very interesting.
Good. Sounds like fun.
Formula One.
It would be interesting to see watch everybody slide. Yes,
I'd like to see you drive one of those, Mars.
on ice.
Follow him home tonight.
Yeah.
Remind me to tell you about my experience in Arkansas on the ice. One of these days,
Okay.
but not on the air. I'm not sure the
Okay.
lawsuits are done.
The warrants. Still got a
Somehow
warrant
that
out.
doesn't surprise me. All right. Time now for This Week in Auto History, Mr. Mars.
Yes, sir. This week in auto history, we got 2 or 3 things here that we want to bring up and we want to talk about. First thing up is this week in 1917, Studebaker introduced a refreshed line of 6-cylinder cars, and then this was designed to update their offerings in the booming post-war market. This is World War I, Don. I'm sure you remember that one.
Oh, vividly. Are you kidding?
yeah.
I wrote the history
Wait a minute.
there.
That's him in the car.
Yes. Now, these were all 4-door touring cars, meaning they had no top. They were powered by a 354 cubic inch straight 6 with 60 horsepower. Now, the idea was to make a reliable and smooth engine so the consumers would think that they could buy these cars, because Studebaker was transitioning from a wagon company, making wagons and wagon wheels, to a car company, and they needed
I remember that.
Yeah. Remember the showroom whenever they had
Yeah.
to pull all the wagons out?
Yeah, and then you go in the back and you find you a horse to pull it.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah, I got it.
All right. Also, this week in 1945, civilian auto production officially resumes. Now, this is after World War II. This is the Second Great War, Don. You know, I'm sure you don't get them confused. I know.
Actually, I was thinking Civil War, but whatever.
Okay.
I was thinking gladiators, but
So factories had to take in. They've been building tanks and other war material, and they had to switch back to making automotives, like trucks and cars. But what they did is they went back and picked up the 1942 designs where they stopped. So this allowed them to get back into production quicker. It allowed them to create a lot of jobs, over 1 million jobs, whenever everybody was coming back from the war. And it really spiked the economy. So it was a really important time for the automotive industry. Now, this week in 1956, Volvo introduced the 3-point seat belt concept. It's what we know now. We pretty well take as standard. You know, we went through the development phase where it was just a lap belt, and then they went to the 3-point belt, and that's where we're at right now. And this week in 1960, Chevrolet introduces the rear-engine Corvair Monza. Now, this is where they expanded. This is what they wanted to make it more of a sporty model. So they created the Monza with bucket seats, floor shifter, and a little more sporty trim on it. Now, the first generation engine was 164 cubic inch flat six. And then in 1962 is when they rolled out the turbocharged Spider version, which is what most people remember as far as the Corvair being a little more sporty. Then in 1970, AMC debuts the Gremlin X Package. Now, a lot of people remember this, particularly with the lime green coloring on it. It was a small car, had bold graphics, unique wheels, 304 cubic inch V8 in it. And so it was pretty quick like it was, and it didn't take long for people to start really building them up like this Pro Stalker that we have there on the screen that's out of one. Then in 1979, unfortunately, the last AMC Pacer is produced.
Oh, shucks.
I know, Don, you regret not getting one of those and keeping it in the garage in storage as a collector item.
Anita
but
Martini had one of those, and I made fun of her at the time when she was still alive because that's what she had, the fishbowl.
right. It had a real wide stance.
The ugliest car, one of the ugliest cars ever made in known to human race.
And I did not know they made a station wagon version out of that.
Oh, God.
And it's even worse.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
All right, 2016, the Jeep Compass Global launch. Now, this Fiat Chrysler had got their new Jeep Compass, and they had it on the market, but they went to a global launch. In other words, instead of building it in the United States and shipping it, they started building it where they were going to ship it to, where their markets were. And this became part of their widespread distribution for their worldwide presence. And it actually ended up being the Renegade and Cherokee is where the Compass fit in between, and it became one of their major volume models around the world. And that's how they did it this week in automotive history.
Yay.
Around the world.
Around the
There's
world.
a different connotation with
In
me,
80
but
days.
as you can only imagine. And I'm not even going to go there. All right. Well, thank you, sir.
Right.
Some more headlines to tell you about. Stellantis began serial production December 2nd on the 2026 Dodge Charger Scat Pack, bringing back the gasoline-powered version of the muscle car while setting the stage for a return of the third shift at the Windsor Assembly Plant. That's in Canada.
Yeah.
The two-door performance version of the Charger features a Hurricane six-pack engine that generates 550 horsepower for
Wow.
you Hemi people.
Yep.
The first models are scheduled to arrive at dealers later this month.
Cool.
So hopefully, keeping my fingers crossed, I have to talk to our supplier that will have one in the press fleet before too long. Can't wait to drive that.
It should be really interesting.
550 horsepower, straight six.
But that's you get that much horsepower of a straight six that automatically, well, not automatic, they have a lot of low-end torque
Yes.
to begin with.
Yes.
So now you've got this amount of horsepower. Be interesting to see if they kind of got the low end and they put the horsepower on the top end, do about 500 miles an hour.
It'll defeat not the SRT, but it will definitely defeat the regular Hemi by a lot.
I would think so.
Yeah. Massachusetts dealership faces a personal injury lawsuit by a customer struck in the head
Oh, no.
by a descending high-speed roller service bay door. Eric Aberjaley is seeking damages from Wellesley Toyota in Wellesley and door manufacturer Rytec Corporation in the November 2022 incident. The Norfolk County Superior Court complaint alleges a dealership employee directed Aberjaley through the door to his vehicle, and the door suddenly and without warning came down and hit him in the head as he walked to his vehicle. It said he suffered permanent brain, head, and tooth injuries. Wow.
Oh, man.
The door comes down that hard?
That
Man.
fast?
I know. I've seen them come.
yeah.
They're pretty fast.
Some
they?
do come down
Yeah.
fast, yeah.
There were no notices or warnings posted for customers not to enter the service bay, the November 3rd complaint alleged. At the time of the incidents, the safety systems were either not operating appropriately and or failed, the complaint said. The complaint accuses Wellesley Toyota of negligence and Rytec of negligence and breach of warranty.
And what was the total value or the? what
They
got?
didn't give a
Wow.
number, but I guarantee you it's a bunch.
Yeah, the doors do go up fast on some of these. The high end, the Taj Mahal dealers.
Yes. As a matter of fact, I think your son works at one
Yep.
of those dealerships
Yep.
that has those
Yep,
doors.
exactly. And
And
they're
it's to
all
keep the air
air-conditioned
conditioning
shops.
inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
real fast.
Yeah, but doggone.
Yep.
Yeah, somebody made a mistake on that deal.
Well, plus the employee told him to go through that door.
That's right.
So
And usually in service departments,
Can't go in.
You can't go in.
Right.
Well, the big sign says,
Don't go
only
in.
Personnel
Yeah, but
only.
like I said, employee says, hey, go that way.
Get your car.
Not good,
Ex-employee now, I'm sure.
I am sure. Toyota regained the top spot on Consumer Reports' annual ranking of the most reliable car brands for the first time since 2022, edging out Subaru. Consumer Reports said the improved reliability of the Camry, Tacoma, and Tundra gave Toyota just enough momentum to pass Subaru, last year's most reliable brand. The Yonkers, New York Testing Organization's annual automotive brand report card, published December 4th, contains rankings based on road tests, safety performance, owner satisfaction data, and other metrics. So here's the top 10, just in case you wanted to know.
Ah, that'd be good.
10 is Kia, 9 is Tesla, 8 is Buick.
Oh,
7, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Out of all the manufacturers, yeah, it's still in the top 10. 7 is Acura, 6 is Nissan, 5 BMW, which surprises me, 4 Honda, 3 Lexus. Subaru is at number 2, and number 1 is Toyota.
so Buick, we're going to try harder. All you Buick owners, we're going to try harder.
I think for GM brand, that's pretty good.
It is.
Yes.
There's no other GM brands on there.
And you know, it's funny because you don't really hear that many Buick recalls.
No,
Well, you know,
because they're awesome.
according to Jeff. The world according to Jeff.
There you go.
Jeff's research.
Buy a Buick, life will be better.
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, my dad was a big Buick guy.
Yep.
And we had several Buicks. One was the 1960 winged back end that we moved down here with. We moved here in 62, so it was a couple of years old. That thing, my God, it was huge. You could build cars in the trunk.
It's our own factory. My dad had Chevrolets. He had Pontiacs, Oldsmobile, of course, Cadillac, of course.
Well, he was a GM. He worked
yeah,
for GM.
Yeah, he was.
Well, you worked for GM for a while.
Yeah, but I wasn't that. I wasn't what he did. I was just a
What did he
factory
do?
worker. He was a superintendent for Fisher Body.
Fisher Body.
Yeah.
That was back in the day when they made the bodies over there and then took them across town to
Yeah,
wherever.
1 mile away. Loaded up on I think it was 7 of them, maybe 5 or 7 on a train car and took them over.
It was a train car?
Yeah, train car. But it was just from the firewall back. That's all they built was the interior, from the firewall back
To the back, to the trunk?
to the trunk. Finished everything. Everything was finished. There was just no chassis. They sent them over there, and they would marry them to the chassis at Cadillac.
And what about the front end?
Front end was put on a Cadillac. The fenders and all that were put on a Cadillac. Fisher Body sent just from the firewall back,
Yep.
all the interior's done, all that beautiful couch seats in it, and then they would ship it by
And
rail
let's
car
not
to Cadillac.
let's not forget the thing on the door jamb that
Fisher Body
had
had the
Fosher,
coach, yeah.
Fosher by
Body by Fisher.
Yeah.
It's a coach, and that was Fisher Body. That was their first design of that, and I did the striker covers for installing those in the day.
You did?
Yeah.
What do you mean you did them?
I put them together. I installed them.
On the doors?
No,
On the body?
in the trunk.
Yeah.
The trunk. When you push the button in the glove box and the trunk popped open.
Yeah.
Well, there's a little cover on that device. I would put the cover on.
So it's all Jeff's fault.
When it don't work.
I have no recalls. To this day, there were no recalls on what my job was. Now, when I worked for Turbo Hydromatic, hey, if you got a Chevy Citation and it ended up with a trans problem, I probably did it.
Sure. Hey, we'd love to hear from you. Shoot us an email. The address is info@InWheelTime.com. We're back right after this.
You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. The award-winning InWheelTime Car Talk Show now reaches 5.3 million folks each year. Check us out on InWheelTime.com, YouTube, Facebook, and podcasts available from your favorite go-to source, including our live broadcast every Saturday, 10 to noon Central Time. The InWheelTime Car Talk Show has informative automotive guest interviews, new car reviews, along with popular features including driving destinations, Jeff's car culture, latest car news, cruise-ins, and racing dates. It's all on InWheelTime.com. Join us. That's it for this podcast episode of the InWheelTime Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.